Hi, first grade. I am so excited to share today's music class with you. So, we are going to start by getting our singing voice ready, just like we always do. And I'd like you to look at this picture of this snowflake, and he is dancing through the air. And get your finger out. We're going to trace the path on the screen, and then we're also going to make sure that our voice follows that path. So look how that snowflake starts. Look where he goes in the middle, and look where he finishes. I think it probably sounds like this. Woo! Can you do that with your voice? Yeah, that's right. Good job. All right, let's look at our next picture. We have a snowball, and this snowball is rolling through the air. Look where he starts. Look at the middle, and then look where he finishes. Do you think you could do this all by yourself? Get your finger ready and your voice. Here you go. That's right. Let's keep going. Here we go. Santa's sleigh is flying through the air. Let's look where it starts. Look where it goes, and look where it finishes. All right. Can you figure this one out all by yourself? Use your finger. There it goes. Wonderful. All right, last one. Get that singing voice ready. Make sure you stretch high and low with your voice so that it's ready to sing some songs. All right, this starts here, then our path goes like that, and then like that. Think about the highs, the middles, and lows. Get your finger ready, and here you go. All right. Now that we've got our singing voice ready, let's sing a song. This is a lot like No More Pie, which we sang a long, long time ago, only this is a story about Santa Claus. So we're going to do this as an echo song. I'm going to sing first, and you sing after me, making sure that your voice sounds like my voice, okay? So here we go. Oh my, up in the sky, Santa's sleigh. He's off and away. He's bringing lots of toys for all the girls and boys. I better not cry or try to tell a lie. Oh my, up in the sky, Santa's sleigh. He's off and away. There we go. Thanks for making some music with me. All right, so for this next thing, I'm actually going to show you the pictures myself. I'm going to make my face really big so you can see. I'm going to turn things around so you can see the words if you want to. All right. They're in a different order this time. I want you to stand up and find some room. This is a game where you get to make up some movement to show me what these things look like. So make sure you are ready to move your body. Here we go. Can you show me what it would look like to sneak like an elf? I've never seen an elf sneak before. I need to use my imagination for that. I wonder if it would be quiet or loud. All right, here's the next one. Can you fly like an angel? Would an angel fly the same way as a hawk? Can you roll like an ornament? Can you prance like a reindeer? Now, prance just means to run like a reindeer. Can you run like a gingerbread man? Now, this would be different than a reindeer. How do you think the gingerbread man runs? All right, next, maybe you saw a peek of it. Can you march like the Nutcracker? What would that look like? All right, here's another one you're going to have to use your imagination. Well, maybe not so much. Can you melt like a snowman when it's hot out? I wonder if that would happen fast or slow. Can you spread your branches like a Christmas tree? Do Christmas trees move a lot? All right, here's another one. Can you chuckle like Santa Claus? Now, chuckle means to laugh. And I think sometimes Santa holds his big belly when he laughs. Here's another one. Can you twirl like a snowflake? You twirl like a snowflake. I wonder if snowflakes are loud or soft. Can you twist like a candy cane? Last one. You're going to have to use your imagination for this one. Can you twinkle like a star? I wonder what that looks like when a star twinkles. Is it a fast movement? Is it slow? All right. I got your brains moving and your bodies moving, your voices singing. Let's make me smaller so we can see what's next. Ah, yes. Oh, I'm excited for this one. All right. So in class, we sing a song called Aiken Drum. And Aiken Drum is the name of the man who lives in the moon. So we have our moon here. You might be able to find Aiken Drum in there. And if not, that's okay, because we're going to build him. Usually in class when we sing Aiken Drum, we use any food we want, our favorite food. Sometimes it turns into other things that aren't foods, and that's okay, because it is. Today I thought, since we got a theme going on, that we would use some holiday foods. And a Christmas tree and snowflakes aren't really food, but I wanted to put them in there anyway. So we have a cupcake and a gingerbread man and a gingerbread house. I like gingerbread. And a holiday donut and a candy cane and a lollipop and a turkey. Gobble, gobble. And then, of course, our Christmas tree and our snowflake. So I haven't planned this out. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm going to use these foods and other things to build us an Aiken Drum. Now, your job, first, you're always going to listen. You're going to listen as a musician. So you're going to turn your ears on, boop, 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 boop. And I want you to sing if you know this one really well. You might have to listen first and then go back and sing the second time if you want. Also, I want you to keep the beat on your body. So you can pick a weird spot like your head or your shoulders or your arm, or you can pick the air. In class, we do the beat on our lap, and you can't see my lap because of the way the camera is right now, and that's okay. So what I would like for us to do is for you to find where you want to keep the beat, and then I'm going to start the song. Now, I'm going to help keep the beat just like this. If you have a table in front of you, you can tap that table. I don't have a table in front of me. I have a computer in front of me. I'm not going to tap my computer. Here I go. All All right, let's get our beat going. There was a man lived in the moon, lived in the moon, lived in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his head was made of a gingerbread house. And his head was made of a gingerbread house, a gingerbread house, a gingerbread house. And his head was made of a gingerbread house, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his body was made of a cupcake. And his body was made of a cupcake, a cupcake, a cupcake. And his body was made of a cupcake, and his name was Aiken Drum. I'm going to do legs next. His legs were made of Christmas trees. He's a pretty weird looking guy, isn't he? There we go. And his legs were made of Christmas trees, of Christmas trees, of Christmas trees. And his legs were made of Christmas trees, and his name was Aiken Drum. Let's do his arms next. One arm is a lollipop. And now I got another one. Oh no. I should have just left it alone. And his other arm's a lollipop. There we go. And his arms were made of lollipops, of lollipops, of lollipops. And his arms were made of lollipops, and his name was Aiken Drum. Let's do one more. Let's do hair. I want to make his hair a turkey. And his hair was made of a turkey, a turkey, a turkey. And his hair was made of a turkey, and his name was Aiken Drum. And then we finish by singing together. There was a man lived in the moon, lived in the moon, lived in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aiken Drum. Oh, that was so fun. I love that one. All right. So for your last piece of music class, I'm going to make myself nice and big, as big as I can make me. I thought I'd give you a chance to do some arioso, which, as you know, is making up your own song with some of my favorite pictures. This is kind of hard, but I'm going to give you an example, and then I'm going to show you a picture and give you some time to do it. Okay? So this is the book I like to use. It's called The Snowman's Story. It's a picture book. It has no words in it, but some very cool pictures. I'm just going to use the front as an example of how you can do this. So first, what I always listen for in class is, are you using your singing voice? This is not my singing voice. This is my speaking voice. So if I said, the snowman was reading a story to the rabbit, that's not my singing voice. But if I went like this, the snowman was reading a story to the rabbit who lived in his hat, that would be an example of arioso. So make sure you're always thinking, how do I sound? Something else to think about before we get started is, am I a robot? And of course, what I mean by that is that if you went like this, the snowman is reading a story to a rabbit in his hat, that would be singing voice, but it would not be very musical. So make sure that if when you're using your singing voice, that it goes up and down and you have lots of spots in the middle too that you sing about. So I'll sing you one more example, and then I'm going to give you some of my favorite pages from this book to sing about. And maybe when we're back together again, we'll do the whole thing in class. All right, here's how this one starts. Oh, I'm going to come over here now. It was a very windy day, and there was lots of snow. There was so much snow that the snowman's hat blew off his head, and an owl caught it. I'm going to give you a fresh idea to sing about. Here's a good one. Can you sing about what happens in this picture? You need to use your imagination to tell me what's in the story. Remember, singing voice. All right, I hope you're done by now because I'm stopping. I have no idea how long to wait because I can't hear you. All right, let's look at this next page. Look at what happens at all of these pictures. First, there's this one, and then this one, and then this one, and then this happens. Can you sing to me about what's happening on this page? Can you sing to me about what's happening on this page? Look closely for details. All right. So, if we were in class, we'd do a bit more, but I know it's just you singing at home. I'm very proud of all of your singing and moving today. And thank you so much for joining me in music class. Goodbye, first grade.